everybody. Welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. I'm Lady D. So, for the next half an hour, I will be your host, and I'm coming live from the MBS in Brisbane, actually South Brisbane, um, in Sydney, in Queensland. So, I'll be here for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So, it's been very busy here. So, if you're in Brisbane, come down and say hi. I am in stand A12. So I'm right opposite the information desk. So if you come down and say hi, please do. And I'm available for private readings as well. So with the astrology this week, we do have some transits that's going to be one positive transit. I think I spoke about it last week, and I think I was a week ahead a little bit with this one because I saw it coming. So on the second, we do have Jupiter and we have Venus meeting up. So we see Jupiter, the planet of luck, and we have Venus, which is it's love and money. I see it. So we do have that coming up, which means around this week there should be some good chances here for romance or relationships, feeling more secure and even more dependent. This is happening in Aries. So it also can be with Venus in Aries that you're coming into love, like your relationships, and then maybe when it gets in Taurus, you're sort of not in it. It's like with with Aries, they sort of don't finish what they start, but they're into it a hot minute and then they're sort of over it a little bit. So with this transit, can bring in love in, but you might be like hot and fast, and then it changes once Venus moves out into Taurus. But with hitting Jupiter here, we've got luck. So there can be abundance or luck with relationships and money coming in this week for people. And being in Aries, it could be something that's very quick, fast, and happening. Also, it could be there is all this Aries energy of feeling a bit more motivated to hit our goals and into where we are going. By the end of the week, we do have Mercury coming close together with Saturn, and that can indicate maybe people won't be able to get their conversations out the way they had hoped, or any kind of communication here. But obviously, Saturn's coming out on the 8th of March. We'll be coming into Pisces. So we've still got a week and a half of this Saturn being in Aquarius. So, it can also create some hiccups, and it might also make people feel like you're a little bit restricted as well coming in. We are coming into some really interesting transits coming up in the next couple of weeks here. And I just feel like it is time for this week. People, I guess, like will get a rest a little bit with the planets, but as well as things heating up and getting, it's always getting intense when we've got these two planets changing signs, and it is two of them doing next month. And I say it's like last week I was saying on my YouTube channel, it is like I feel like we're on the mountain, sort of looking over. We haven't gone over yet, but we're sort of peering over. And I even got in my notes for this week, I even got good news is going to come in. I did feel like it's going to be unexpected news going to come in and surprises, but I feel like that it's good news that's going to be coming in for people this week. I also got, because there's a lot of Aries energy that's coming in here, I also got time to ask for what you really want in life. We all think about material things that we want, a new car, or we want to go on a holiday, but it's also like, what do you really want? Like, what are those deep down desires? I feel like this is the week where, we can sort of talk and have deep conversations with ourselves and think, what do we actually want out of this life? Do we want a stable income and be secure, or do you want a higher connection with spirit coming in? But what do you really, really want? I also got, it's time to commit to your feelings. So sometimes, people want to hide their feelings and dig it down. But I do feel like with the planets in this week, the way it's going, it's about time to commit and actually, express how you feel and, commit to how you're feeling with things. I also got hits about knowing your self-worth coming up this week. People sometimes they devalue themselves, or they don't really see how much they are worth. So it is about recognizing how much you are and know it. And it's also about when your work, and people sometimes take people for granted. If you know your self worth, you're not going to fall in that trap or as easily, I feel. I've got here, don't let people muck you around. So this is not a week where, don't let people just sort of, muck you around with things and not be direct. It's always a lot of Aries energy that's coming in. Even though we're not in Aries, we're in Pisces. I just feel like there's this lot of this strong energy that's coming in with, we've got Venus, we've got Jupiter, we do have Chiron coming in there or in there. I've got here, it's about this week taking control of your life. Like, where is your life going? Where do you feel like you're going to take it? And, try and steer it in a direction that you want to go into. We've got here time to set yourself up for the future, and that what you want to have. So this week is really about planning ahead and about planning for your hidden desires or what you're really wanting, and really thinking about that and going through with it. And again, I've got here, don't let people boss you around. So there could be this week where people want to sort of boss you around, or everyone thinks they know what's best, but you're the only one that can actually know what's best for you that's coming up. And then I've got here, let yourself be free in life. So, let yourself just do, if you want to go to the movies or if you want to have an ice cream, just have this week. I feel like it's a week for you of self-discovery, knowing yourself, and sort of relaxing and having what you want. Don't indulge a little bit this week. Got here that you'll find your soul's purpose and what you're meant to do. So there'll be a lot of soul searching this week, and people will be finding and it's all about taking action with this Aries energy, taking action to where you're going to go. And I've got people that might try and limit you. Sometimes when people, they are a bit jealous or they want what you have, they will try and put you down or try and change the way you think or try and limit your beliefs so that, you don't do as good. But this week, it's all about going past that. And I've got to stick to what you believe in. I did get here, unexpected change could happen this week, like upheavals, wherever you think you're going to go this way, but something happens. And every cloud has a silver lining too. Sometimes we don't see things and it sort of hits us, but every cloud, there's always things happen for a reason. Even in our darkest days when things have happened, there's always a reason behind it. And it always becomes positive at the end of that. I got here, there are signs and relief on the way for this week. So there's going to be a bit of relief for people, I feel like, who are stressed out, who are major anxiety and stress. There is relief here. And I've got, don't give up and stand up for what you believe in. And I feel like it is very, very, very important for that to come in too. Because we are still in the North Node that's happening in Taurus, and that will move signs to this year. So we've got a number of things transitioning, and we're on this verge of these different energies taking place, and these different transition that we're all going to be going through here with Pluto, that's going to be coming up next month into Aquarius. I'm really excited for these changes, and I just felt this week is going to be, a good positive week with some, some fresh aspects. I always get nervous when I do fairs and when I do these big events here. And, I'm quite blessed when I get here, and there's a lot of people here, and it gets very, very busy, which is, it's very good for us here in the stalls that are doing the readings. So it's always feeling blessed. And I feel like projecting, and I also feel like spirit will always be there and won't let you down. So let's go to the cause. So we've got here Tammy, who's in Lake Jackson in Texas in the USA. Hi, Tammy. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How can I help you today?
Well, I feel like I'm living in a whirlwind when I need to be getting into a definite sit down in my own life. I am looking at buying property. I have family that is fighting. I have friends that are dealing with death. I have a whole lot of things going on, and I'm just dying inside and just trying to get ahead. And the thing that I want to do is go out and move forward.
You just need relief, is what I feel like. You just need relief, Tammy. And by the way, did you have a female that when she passed, she had a headache when she passed? Or something with their head? Or she had headaches?
I don't know of anybody that passed with headaches.
Okay. I do have a
my
female
grandmother, yes, my grandmother. My grandmother had a stroke, and yes, it was in the head, yes.
Thank you. I've had a headache all morning, all day. And And then when I thought, oh no, I wasn't trying to get rid of it myself, it would go away and then come back, and then now it's going away. And I went to the bathroom before, and then I just heard, it's me with the headache. It's and when you were talking, she's like, that's for me. That's for me. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, she's here, and she was like, you know, um, she's saying someone has let you down, but life hasn't let you down. And this lady here, your grandmother, I feel like she was like always doing something. Like she was always busy. She's not someone like she always wanted something to do with her. It's very important that she always had something to do with a new project. When she lived, did she also live either on a farm, or was there enough space to have like grow vegetables, like gardens and stuff?
No, everything you're
No.
saying is me, not my
Did
grandma.
you?
My grandma always wanted to be in charge and give. And she was always the take care of yourself. Don't be a little after. Take care of yourself.
But she's holding up carrots that's been grown. So is it you that grow the carrots, or did she grow the carrots?
So she did what
No.
she did, and she passed away 6 years ago. And I am still alive, and I'm still the one trying to live the life and take care of everything.
Okay. All right, let's have a look here. Okay. She's a very happy lady. She is very, very happy lady. Okay.
Oh, I
With
know
everything
she is.
that's I just feel like she's
She
energetic.
lets me know all the time.
You like her. I just feel like you like her. There's a similarity with you and her. Okay. Well, all the stuff that's complicated in your life at the moment, I kind of feel like you need to just leave it. But it's like, and I know this is hard to do when you're in it and it's families involved, but it is like you need to leave things behind, and it's like you just need a time or a big time out, and say like, I'm not available at this time, especially the stuff to do with the family, because I feel like it's getting all complicated, and it is getting a bit too much. Um, there is someone really eager to take control of everything, but I don't know if they
Mm-hmm.
should take control of everything. I feel like things should be like a group decision, but at the same time, no one, like, we're all having different opinions, and not we can't decide on anything together. But I'm going to say by June, there's an exit to this. So by June, there's some sort of resolution that's going to take place, or you're going to be able to step away, which is just going to be a bit of relief for you, because I just feel like
Thank you.
there's causing a lot of conflict here with it, and it's like you need to take control. It's like your grandma kept saying to me, she needs to take control of her life. She needs to take control of everything, and
Mm-hmm.
just would she like to eat candy, or does candy assume anything, or like something to do with candy? I'm seeing like the candy
Anything about
canes.
it. Anything about candy comes to the point of me just like tickling my husband, saying, "You don't like anything, but I like it a lot." And she'll say, "Well, this happens in your family, and this happens in my family." And then when we get back together, we go, "Oh, but we like the candy so much." And so that's exactly between me and him. It has nothing to do with anybody else.
That's okay. That's
So
good. It's
we
just confirmation.
just like it.
It's just confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's giving me the candy. All I could see was like candy, and I'm hearing candy Sue or candy, and I'm seeing the candy. So it's just confirmation, that she's there with you
Mm-hmm.
as well. But you and your husband, I
Well,
feel
there
like
is
you have
no
such.
she. It's just him and I.
That's fine. But your grandmother was giving me that sign, so that's what I was getting at. But you and your husband, you're very much together. But I do feel like with the conflict that's going with the family, you both just need to step aside and step out, and it's just going to give you a bit of relief once that's done. But that will be June, once that's sort of where I feel like it's going to be some sort of settled, where there will be a contract or some sort of contract here that's going to be signed, and I just feel like it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
relief. when it's done. And I just feel like when it's done and dusted, there's someone that we put out that won't be happy still, who will still try to maybe create a bit of issues, but I feel like you're not going to be able to please everybody. And I just feel like it's done. It's just we can just move on is what I'm going to say to you as well.
I'm about to make a change and it's going to screw everybody up. I can't wait. I can't.
Was it involved with signing a contract? I feel like there's a contract that you're signing here, and that's going to help you to exit out of it. So
It's
that's where
going to
I'm
make
getting
me
that.
exit.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Are you guys also looking at selling your house too? Was it the house that's going to get sold as well? You're looking at?
I'm just going to walk away and make things better. That's all I'm going to do.
Yeah. 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 Because I do see the house being sold and you guys being given like money for the house. But where you guys are going to go and move, are you going to go move somewhere like totally different or somewhere that's a bit more like isolated, but you in a completely different area?
Well, first of all, there's nobody to give us money. So when we walk away and we start doing our own thing, it's just going to be beautiful because we have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. But would you guys go and
There's
move, or
no
would you
money
guys?
to be given.
No, but if you guys sell your house, if you were to sell property,
I'm sorry, what?
if you were to sell property, if you were to sell your house and you were to move somewhere else.
Oh, that would be my husband. That has nothing to do with what I was talking to you about earlier.
Oh, okay. Because I am selling of property or a house, and where you guys go, or maybe this is the house that's going to be sold, but I'm seeing like it's like a isolated house, like a little
No,
place, it's a smaller place.
the house goes nowhere because the house is the homestead. If what I was looking into was what it was, then it would be just liberty for me to get in there and just take over and then make it better and then make it something that is worth a house. But that's not something that you're seeing because it's not what's going to happen overnight. So
Yeah.
what happens at home is this. You know what? I think that we are done. Thank you. Good night.
Okay, it's all right. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to the next caller. So the next one is Leslie, who's in Doreen, who's in Canada. So hi, Leslie. How are you?
Hi, I'm okay. And yeah, Doriel.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Very interesting reading that you were giving the other girl. Thank you.
It's okay. How can I help you today?
You can help me with any information or any messages or direction as to what my job should be spiritually. Anything that comes through
Mm-hmm.
that
Okay.
has
Okay.
any bearing on social change.
Okay. What I feel for you in April is that your life is changing in April, and it's like a seesaw that I'm seeing, and this change you might not think the change is going to be as like good as you would hope it to be, but I want to say you need to stick with it because the change is going to, and by the end of this cycle that you're going to go through in April where this change is going to go in, I feel like you're coming out, I'm going to say by September, and it's like you need to go through this change that's going to come in April, with this life changing that I feel like is going to happen with you. You are going, and there is something that you're needing to step into, but I feel like you're scared or you're hesitating to step into. It's like it's a light. Are you a light worker by any chance, or a reader yourself?
Yes, I am, and I'm looking to implement a law into little organizations, and because they don't have the same laws for sexual violence reporting as businesses do. So I'm going to be looking into implementing social change there.
Okay. Because I feel like that's going to be your start in April. Look, it may be with this change that you're doing, it could be 2 steps. Was that saying 1 step forward, 2 steps back? So you might feel like it could be a step back, but I'm going to say stick with it because September, you've gone through it and there's some sort of recognition. There's some sort of applaud for the hard work that you are doing, but there's also this light that you need to step into that's going to help you. And this light that you're getting, I feel like you're getting more. I feel like you're getting more downloads, or there's more signs here to be had, um, with like sort of spiritual and where you're going as well. Let's have a look here with the cards here. Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you.
That's okay. Let's see. Look, with what you're doing, it is a bit a worse for wear. So you are going to get tired. You need to also implement your time very wisely because I feel like you're going to get drained very um very wisely. But I feel also you're doing work with one-on-one with people one-on-one, whether it be counseling or spiritual counseling that is coming to go involved with this. You also need to be aware of your energy because I feel like you take on other people's energy and other people's problem situations, and you are trying to really help them and fix them, but you have to you have to learn a little bit to take it to keep it at at work is at work, and so you can concentrate on your home life and private life. Um, okay, there is relocating for your.
Go ahead.
Go. What were you saying? What was the question?
Do you see that I should move from where I am this year? Or
I was about to say there's relocation. I was like, there's relocating. I do feel like there is a relocating. You're locating somewhere. It's kind of like away from your work. So I feel like I do feel like you could be working from home actually too. But I feel like if you had to go into an office, it'd be a lot further than where you live. But I do see a relocation coming on the cards. I do feel like it'll be around June, July of when you're going to be able to make that move. And it's, I don't know if you know where you're going yet because it's like I see a map and you're just trying to decide, like you're sort of pointing where you're sort of blindfolding covering your eyes and just pointing down, see where you're going to go. So I don't know if you actually feel like you know where you're going to go yet. But I just feel like there is a move coming up here for you. You might have to rent because I am hearing rent, so it might be you're having to rent more than buy. But I am feeling more June, July when that's going to come in for you. I am seeing. So you are in Canada. Do you live near the like the forests in Canada, like where all the trees are? I know there's a lot of trees everywhere. I'm just seeing like a lot of like forests, like woods and things. A lot of trees.
Yeah, I'm in a little country type area, and I need to be closer to civilization.
Okay, and would you go on like? Do you guys have those like the bus that's decked out like you could live in it?
There is
like,
buses and things, but
like
I don't tend to use them.
okay, because I am seeing like a motor, like it's like a big bus, but I feel like it's like a motorhome or something that I'm seeing too with you as well. Look, where you end up relocating, I do feel like you're staying sort of in the woods or there is a lot of trees around you. Um, you're going to be a lot happier where you go because it's going to be your own little like paradise or your own little like little spot that you're going to make for just for yourself. But also with this work that you're doing with the lobbying with the laws, I also see you doing like protest, like going to like marches or rallies, like you're protesting, like you're making a lot of noise with this. I see you like but you're not just the only one that's doing it. There's other people doing it with you. So I do feel like you're not doing it alone. You've got a whole like team or people like on your side doing it with you as well.
I'm trying to get the sexual assault victim support people to actually demand to have better access for victims and to demand that laws be implemented. I'm actually asking that they get together and they do that.
Look, as I said, it's going to be tough, but I do feel like you're going to be able to pull through. You're going to get some sort of reward. As I said, you're going to go through this big change. I do feel like once perhaps your current powers that be sort of out, or the things sort of change on the government level, I feel like you're going to get more results in what you're wanting to get. As I said, I do feel like there will be some blocks that's going to come up, but you're going to go through them because you're going to go around the wall. It's like you've got a brick wall, but you're going to go around it. So, but
Oh my
things
God.
change. But
Thank
things do
you.
change. That's okay. So I do feel like things will change, but there's a sudden change happening in April. Just be prepared for the change that's happening in April. It's going to be a sudden change. September, you've come through it. But I feel like once the powers that be that make the laws and making and I feel like it's coming from the top. Once that person is sort of out, then it's going to trickle down, and you're going to be able to get more success with things. But I want to say, don't give up and keep fighting. Something about September, but I do feel you're going to get more results next year. Okay?
Can I ask you something else?
If it's a quick question, you can.
Thank you. I provided a lot of information to an office of information. Can you tell me if it's helped me or if it's helped the situation?
There's stuff that's missing. You need to provide more information to the person. I do feel like it's on the back burner, but I do feel like it may take a year around for you to hear something back, but just be patient with it. Okay?
Thank you.
So that's okay. So I hope I've helped you today. So again, I'm here in Brisbane, South Brisbane, at the Convention Centre. If you're in Brisbane, please come down and say hi. And you can book a reading with me. And I've got my friend here, Aileen, who's also here with me. If you want to come book a reading with her, you can. If you want to contact me, you can. My website is Lady D Psychic Parties. My Facebook page is Lady D Psychic Parties. My Instagram and TikTok is Lady D as Psychic. And I have my YouTube channel, which is Lady D or Danielle Psychic, if you can't find it on that. I hope you have a gorgeous week ahead, and I will see you next week. So bye for now.